Creamer Media's Mining Weekly Online is speaking to Steve Perry, the CEO of Royal Bafokeng Platinum. Steve, these days it's not just platinum, but we're talking platinum group metals. What about these other metals? How are they coming in to help platinum at this time of low price?
Thanks, Martin. We were called, when I say we, I'm talking about the industry, we were called platinum producers, and mistakenly so, because we gave preference and priority to platinum and ignored other metals which could later become very vital and important to the revenue basket. And people lose sight of the fact that when you mine a reef, you mine a reef with platinum, palladium, rhodium, ruthenium, and all other metals. You don't select that one platinum and leave the other metal behind. So you have what you have, and you've got to make good with what you have. The tables have turned against platinum, unfortunately, and therefore the favored child in the family has become the less favored by the market. And therefore it is important, and I think it is correct to become a PGM producer in recognition of the importance that is contributed by other metals. We have seen in the last 2 years palladium and rhodium playing very important roles in the basket itself. But also ruthenium has played quite a very important role. But we are also lucky in the sense that because we mine in Merensky, as compared to Styldrift, for example, we have got some base metals, cobalt, nickel, and as you saw, nickel contributed around 11% to our revenue, so which is quite strong. So overall, the basket looks good. I'm still worried personally about platinum itself because it's such a very, very beautiful and good metal for autocatalysis. The only problem where it became less favored by the automotives is because of the diesel scandal itself. So it's more the sentiment than how good or bad platinum is.
And also in terms of the hierarchy, I for years was told the Merensky reef was better than the UG2 reef. The UG2 reef was the poor cousin.
Yeah.
But I see in the circumstances, you going back to South Shaft to be flexible and to mine the UG2, the former poor cousin.
And that lays credence to our strategy. And one of the pillars is to achieve mining flexibility. And with that flexibility, we always said that we open a UG2 platform to give us that flexibility. It's still a very important reef because it is there. You have spent capital in order to reach that reef, to develop to that reef. We stopped UG2 at South Shaft for various reasons. Remember, we never really stopped UG2 because we mine UG2 at North Shaft, which has been profitable, well profitable, virtually competing with the Merensky reef. But we stopped the UG2 South Shaft because of its narrow reef and lower grade itself. Because it's narrower, the dilution factor gets high, and therefore it was unprofitable because palladium was not that as great as it is now, and rhodium was not, because it's laden with palladium and rhodium. With the basket, revenue basket improving, particularly the UG2 basket improving, it has become profitable now to go back to that UG2 and lift it to the ground.
And when we talk of Styldrift, your big growth project, and you're moving up well with that, Are you able to mine both Merensky and UG2?
We have created that platform, but the priority for now will be mining the Merensky. It is high grade. And then, in order to provide us that flexibility, should something go wrong with a panel or panels or mining area, we will mine the UG2. But for now, there are no immediate plans to mine UG2 at Styldrift, but access points have been created.
And you ran into a profitable situation here, but you also going on a rights issue to raise 1 billion rand. Why are you doing that?
Is it not the right time to do it? We believe that it is the right time to do it. Prices are improving, are getting stronger as compared to 2017 October. When we were contemplating raising this capital from Massive, after the acquisition thereof, and the market was very wobbly, and we pulled back and used the internal cash resources to pay for that acquisition. And we said, because we still have breathing space, we do not want to issue more shares because share prices were lower. The response from the market was very poor, in the equity market generally, in PGMs. And we'll be waiting for the right time. We believe it is the right time. The metal prices are better. The basket has improved. We have ramped up Styldrift to 150. So therefore, the risk has reduced. BRPM is performing quite well. Capital expenditure, huge ticket items have been kind of put on the backside. And we believe that the confidence is there out there in the market to support further capital raising. And we are 75% underwritten through irrevocables. So we believe that this is the right time. When the market says, yes, we've got appetite, use that opportunity. And the market has indicated that it has appetite.
You expressed some bullishness about platinum. What is giving you that confidence that platinum will come back? What's happening in the automotive industry that we don't see?
We've been doing quite a lot as an industry through IPA, International Platinum Association, in an alliance called the Diesel Alliance in Europe, consisting of various parties, OEMs, fabricators, the industry itself, and many other people, university researchers, and engaging governments and municipalities, particularly, in Europe, particularly in Germany, making them understand that diesel is not bad. It is the manufacturer who cheats or who underloads the auto catalysis. And therefore, done well, diesel engine will perform well, similar to petroleum car or even better. And tests have proven that. So it's been a lot of time. You can remember the last time we heard about Volkswagen scandal, I think it was 2016 or so. And therefore, there has been a lot of effort put into this. There is this Air Alliance also that said, like NCAP, you need an independent testing body to say, if this guy claims that he's compliant, bring the car here, let's test it and give it a stamp of approval, like the South African Bureau of Standards, the way it used to be in the past. So NCAP, that Air was launched last week, and very prominent people endorsed the Air. And indeed, a number of OEMs were there, and they had already subjected their cars for testing. Now remember that in Germany, the new standard is Euro 5 cars will be allowed into the cities, provided they emit below 270 grams per kilometer. Euro 6 cars are already emitting 80 and below. And retrofitted cars are qualifying and are emitting below 270 now. So that brings confidence to the consumer, because the problem is the consumer. The demand comes from the consumer, not from the OEMs. And consumer, mainly the rental and leasing companies, because if they buy diesel, they've got to be sure that when they lease it to you, it's going to come back to the market. You're going to be able to trade it back again. So the sentiment is growing, and we believe that diesel will have a space. Yes, we won't gain that market share that we lost to electric cars, because they are a phenomenon. The battery cars, they are there, and possibly it's a necessary interrupter in the market. It made OEMs wake up, it made us wake up and say, oh, we are polluting the environment, we've got to do it better. But one thing that people don't see is the growth, gradual, if not fast growth, of fuel cell cars. The fuel cell industry also, in terms of generation of power. So it's doing well in that regard, and China is going to be the leader in that regard. So it's a gradual growth. The important thing with fuel cell is the infrastructure of hydrogen infrastructure. Once we have it in place, then you'll see more cars in the street, but also you'll see more generators, power generators using fuel cell. For example, Japan will be running Olympics through fuel cell generating machines, so which consume platinum.
And talking about the hydrogen age, do you think we could do more in South Africa? We have HISA, we have the hydrogen strategy. Do you think that we need to actually join the world now?
Certainly, we could join the world, so that we're short of power, man. And we're using a lot of diesel in standby generators and generating power from here when you could be using fuel cell, which is environmentally friendly. So definitely, I think we are underperforming in that area.
And we see that the Minerals Council has brought out a national platinum strategy. So they're looking to grasp hands with the government of South Africa and the people of South Africa and move forward with a national platinum strategy. What is your comment on that?
That strategy has been developed at Platinum Leadership Forum, which consists of platinum leaders, CEOs of platinum companies, obviously led and facilitated by the Mineral Council of South Africa, and we developed that strategy to be where it is now. And what you see there, you see jewelry market development, investment market development, but and in market development you will see coins, Mandela coins, all the ornaments that could be made out of platinum and trading it as a bullion. So there's a lot of things, and fuel cell is one of the key areas there. So it's encouraging that government now has come to the party and said, we like your strategy, we want to be a player with you in that strategy, and nothing could be better than that.
That's Creamer Media's Mining Weekly Online, speaking to Steve Phiri, the CEO of Royal Bafokeng Platinum.